baseball on the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. Seattle attempt to end a six-game losing streak. Next. James Baldwin, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
So digging in now, Brian Hunter, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way, and we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control, and that's the wind. It's blowing in, it's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So coming to the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Designated hitter, Edgar Martinez.
Stepping in now, Edgar Martinez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. A ball and a strike. Rodriguez on second. Griffey is over at first with one away. Bouncer down the line, but that one rolls foul. Heading out towards shallow right. Under it is the right fielder, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, David Segui, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game.
Watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Striding in, Ray Durham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's a strike. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Missed with a slider. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So striding in, Frank Thomas. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses again, 2-0. Thomas has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Into the box for his first at bat in this one, number 30, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
For the full or partial season ticket plan, whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Into the box, Paul Konerko, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch curveball swung on and missed, strike 1. Konerko, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Bottom of the second here with no score. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Hunter has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Greg
In now,
Norton.
Greg Norton. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Two out, nobody on. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order goes. Stepping up to the plate, Paul Konerko.
And leading off for the White
First
Sox,
pitch coming. Here it is.
third baseman,
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Paul Konerko is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Greg Norton becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th.
Johnson.
A ball and no strikes.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. Davis is right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. 6th inning coming up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Down the first baseline. Segui is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Ray Durham.
Ready now, Ray Durham. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
At the plate, Chris Singleton. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
3-1 to him now. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at 3rd as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Into the box, number 30, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Count now a ball and a strike.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle and keep that one fair.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Carlos Lee is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
2-1 now. Durham, the runner at third. Singleton over at second. Thomas at first. 2 out in the inning. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Gonna have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Popped him up. Wilson is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. The bases loaded. White Sox will strand 3. We are still scoreless. Three and 0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Hit sharply on the ground. Durham from shallow right. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Edgar Martinez. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 43.
At the plate, number 43. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Back up the middle. Caruso up the middle. And a backhand try at first, but this throw gets right by him. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all.
Now batting.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Konerko is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the Mariners 1 and the White Sox 0. As they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Norton. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Johnson.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So
Up next for Chicago, second baseman, Ray Jones.
third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
Full count now. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Just foul. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
The 1-0. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive.
Durham stands at third with one gone in the inning. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now, Frank Thomas. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Last time through was a base hit. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Segui is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Up next for Chicago.
Now to the plate, Carlos Lee, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike 2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Singleton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
First baseman number 21.
So striding forward now, David Segui. He's set, and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Into the box now, number 43. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. There are 2 gone, and the possible go-ahead run at first. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right
so far in this one. The 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0. Russ Davis would be next. The 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
High in the air out to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. I think the question becomes how much.
The bottom of the ninth for the White Sox. First baseman, number 14.
Jose Mesa comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Mesa
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball one. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Legs churning, he's headed for second, and a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you? Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
And there's out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Low for ball one. Two and one.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And the good guys are going to walk off as winners. He is.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, I thought he did a real nice job on the mound, guys. He threw strikes and mixed his pitches really well, and in the end, his performance helped propel them to another victory.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Chicago White Sox came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Scott Hare earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt.